Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Today, we're gonna do some fabric cobbling, metal-wise. I got the round to it list done. Here is the summer's over and the frozen shithole of Hoth is returning to its natural state. We'll just set up my standing desk proper-wise. Every good project starts with a design, and as that famous Finnish architect once famously said, good design is when you pare everything away till there ain't left enough for a fur. Something like that. Have another beer, they say, as I tongue on my tangulation. Here's the design we need. We're going to build a firewood holder. And the problem, of course, I had was I got it store-bought. I got a firewood holder store-bought. And she ain't no fucking good at all. Surprise, surprise, buy once, cry once. If you want something skookum and good in these days, you got to build it yourself or hire a fabric cobbler to do it. Here's the thing, it's got to be especial because it's going in the wife's hacienda. But enough about my section. Here's the architectural drawing. The problem we'll run into, of course, is if it works the first time, it's because you already done it. So this very likely is not going to work the first time, but I want to make it super simple, super skookum, and decent enough so Baby Doll doesn't chew me out for putting it in the house. Somebody really ought to clean that out. I got the nubbins up here, kind of not fitting proper-wise in the house. We got quivering aspen, birch, Russian olive, some naughty piece of shit. It looks like cherry, or maybe pear, apple, some fruit treat. Ride along with me. We'll go out the yard, see if we can find a couple chunks of steel. They're too scabby. This is mainly going to be a welding project. Welding, a whole shit ton of grinding, and a little more welding, and a little bit more grinding, and some priming and some painting, some grunting, dad noises, the usual. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're fucking scabby. Yes! Oh, fuck. Well. You gotta piss with the cock you got. Mine's slightly more syphilitic than I'd care to admit. Well, you see it shortly, I guess. This is what the Empire of Dirt disgorged. I'm seeing straighter, but not uglier. It got that fancy new rust, what you get when you're restorating an old tool. We're gonna do 7 inches, 7 feet rather. Same. 7 feet, 7 feet, 7 feet. Chop, 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 chop. Zzz. Grind, grind, grind. Rusty. Close your lungs. We're going in. Goes your otter. Acid the water. Let's say we put that out the doors. Precious. Like hen's teeth, these things. Just till you hear the crack and back a quarter turn. Good enough for the girls I go out with. You'll recall there's no straight lines in all the nature. Also, some fucking douchebag one time told me, if it looks square, it is square. Unfortunately, I didn't catch this. Straight from the mill, this flat bar got a wow to her. Had nothing to do with putting a pipe stretcher on it. But recall, this will be upright. So the longest horizontal, the longest kind of linear you'll be looking at is this 20 inches. No straight lines in nature. No straight lines in all of my house. Look at that. I'll finish tacking this up and then surreptitiously and strategically weld one side to other so that the whole thing doesn't get too cattywampus. You see how I went nice and slow there while the white hat was watching? Never fucking ends. Out of shielding gas. This warrants a trip into the big smoke. Thanks for watching. Keep your dick in a vice. Cheers, big ears. Past your wits, little tits. Gotta have a safety beer. Can't just let that weld spatter smolder away. Have at least, probably, beer and a half. Look at that. Beautiful piece of ash.